Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with a new video. And for a new video today, we're going to go back to the 80s and watch a video that I just found on YouTube of a guy walking around in the 80s. I know he goes to a video store, a record store, and some other things in the 80s. And we're just going to check it out. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this little trip back to the 80s. And we'll just see how it goes. So let's not waste any more of your time. Now, the audio might not be that great, but, for the full video, I'll put a link in the description so you can find the original video. So let's just see. Somebody crashing on the couch. We are all with there. What year is this? 1988. I was there in 1988, crashing on the couch. I can remember those days. It's like that time back in Albuquerque. Oh, that's for a whole nother video, I guess. But come on, wake up. I bet his name's Doug. Maybe Max. Be a good name for him in the 80s. Ted. Oh! Shooting a bird. Can you believe it? Come on. At least kids don't do that today. He's wearing a ring. Come on. He is not a morning person. This guy wants to get up and see the 80s. He wants to walk around 1988. There's bar stools right there in the living room. Looks like somebody had a big party last night. Looks like somebody had a 1988 sleepover. And the guy's up. He wants to get to work. I used to hate that waking up at a friend's house. I didn't mind going to the spend night party, but I just hated that waking up. I didn't want to wake up first, but I didn't want to wake up last. It was awkward if you woke up fast. You had to kind of just lay there until somebody else woke up. It was just awkward. You weren't used to your friends seeing you, your hair all messed up, morning breath. But this guy doesn't care. He's waking everybody up. He's saying, hey, let's get to it. Let's go. Let's go rent some videos, man. So it looks like the day is about to start. We're in some 80s room. That is a... Now, somebody else. How many friends does this guy have? And everybody wants to sleep. It's probably really early in the morning. Probably 10, 11 o'clock. Everyone wants to sleep. He's got his white T-shirt on. He might have a mullet. He might have an 80s mullet. Look at that little facial hair right there. He's probably in high school, although he looks like he's about 25. That's how a lot of us look back then in high school. Now today, high schoolers look like they should be in 7th grade. Okay, let's get this party on the road. If it doesn't hurry and get to the outside or something, I'm going to run it up. I can't just talk about boys sleeping in a bed all day. Here we go. Now this is... Looks like he's recording TV. He's recording someone watching TV. There's church. Must be a Sunday. There's a sports game on the television. There's a football game. Oh, some classic 80s music. I think that was Matt Houston. I could be wrong. Here's a video game. She's worried about her face. She must have some facial scars she just saw there. Maybe she saw she was getting some plants. I hope these guys ain't gonna smoke a doobie. Hope these guys ain't gonna smoke one of those doobies, man. Look at that. That is straight late 80s, man. That is probably some early 90s. Look at that hair. That is some 80s hair, man. That is 80s hair for sure. Another good 80s hair. I could never have the long hair. My hair would grow up. It's about to grow out of the way now, but it would just grow up. Never fall. My sister would say, just let it grow out and fall and you'll have long hair. I was like, no. Whoa, who is that Vixen? That's what I want to know. Where is she today? That is a pretty lady. One does a portrait of his mother. Looks like we're at some kind of arcade. I think that was a girl. A girl at the arcade? Oh, still my bleeding heart back in 1980 if I saw that. There's a kid with no mullet. There's a kid with his high school mustache. You know, when you get your facial hair, you're really excited. I don't want to shave it off even if it's not a full mustache. But look at me. I can't even grow a full beard. This is about all I can grow is a raggedy beard. What's the plan? Is that Defender? I missed the game. Talking to you fine folks out there in YouTube land. I missed the game. It looks a little earlier than 1988. Maybe not. You know, I love the arcades until the mid-90s when they started bringing those Dance Revolution games in. Ruined arcades. Arcades got ruined in the 90s with that Dance Revolution and stuff. That was not video games. But that's so 80s arcade sound right there. I love that sound. See, don't you just love that sound? I could listen to that all day. I don't remember this game. It reminds me of a game that looks nothing like this. I don't know what it reminded me of. Hero. Anybody ever play that game? Hero. I don't know if it's an arcade game or not. I had it for the Commodore 128, not 64. I had 128. That girl's watching him. She's very impressed by this 1980. Look at that smile. She's like, oh my God, he just got high score. She's like, my mom always told me one day I'd meet a real man. She just met a real man. He got over 71,000 points on this game right here. And he's still kicking ass. But I can see the high score right there. He doesn't have it yet. But he's getting darn close. He's getting darn close. That's for sure. What did I see? Some Pac-Man. There's some Dig Dug, I think. I saw some boxing game right there. It's kind of a boxing game. All kinds of games. Centipede. Or it could have been Millipede. Could have been Millipede. I think it was Centipede, though. Mario. Super Mario Bros. Here we go. Got some fuzzy dice in his rear view.
We saw your old today.
Look at that van in front of them, man. People like vans in the 70s and 80s. But in the 70s, I like the vans better. They would cuss them out in the 80s. Cuss them out. I don't know where they're going. They're just hanging. It's probably a weekend, man. They just had a party. They're playing some death metal music or something. I don't know what that was. Looks like they're passing the Tasty Freeze. I think I saw the Tasty Freeze out there. Might have been a local store. Might not have been if it was a Tasty Freeze, hopefully someone was out back sucking on a chili dog, because that's what you do at a Tasty Freeze. I had a Tasty Freeze in my town on the way to school. We used to pass it. The last day of school, the bus driver would stop at the Tasty Freeze, and we'd all get to lick his cone. It was great. Anybody know where this is? If you can tell, let me know. Let me know. Here's a... Is that Gilligan? No, that's not. I thought this was Gilligan. I thought it was going to turn into a second rescue from Gilligan's Island, but it's not. Just kidding. You know this camera's probably huge. Might have a battery pack and everything. You got to take the VCR with you with the camera on. This guy's got tape on his glasses like a nerd, but it's taped to his head. I don't know what this is. This is some old bum that's probably not even alive anymore. Ain't that sad? What did they do? Did these youngsters run him off his bench? What a couple of benches. He's going. Looks like he might have hockeyed in his pants, but he's leaving there. Now they're going down, crossing the street. Let's hope they don't jaywalk. We don't want to jaywalk. There's some 80s looking people. They're barking at folks. Really, we didn't do that. I don't remember doing that much in the 80s. Maybe this is my side of town. I don't remember walking down the street barking at people. There's the Lighthouse Cafe. I think I saw a man with a leisure suit. It looks like they're gonna have a lot of fun in this town, whatever this town is. They're gonna go into where they're going, to the record store, video store, who knows? Let's find out. Somebody's recording a bunch of the record store where they actually have record albums. Yeah. Oh, there they are filming themselves. Look at that big old camera. I told you got a big. There's Amy Grant. Amy Grant right there. You could buy. This is before the CD revolution. Sure, there's some cassette tapes there. I was buying cassette tapes around this time. Wasn't too much longer until the CDs came around. The CDs were out, but I'm talking about being popular, what kids were buying. And you had your portable. You had to have your portable CD. You didn't care about buying CDs until you had your portable CD player with anti-skip. You had to have anti-skip. Ooh, or boost. Bass boost. You wanted one that had bass boost if you could afford that too. Gotta have a little bit more boost with your Dwight Yoakam. At least I did. Let's see. I saw Kenny G. I saw a Kenny G album. Yes, I did. See, there's some more Amy Grant. She was really promoting her at this store. Might have been a Christian rock album store. I don't know. There's Phil Collins right there. There's a Neil Diamond. Sweet Caroline. This Poison. This guy said, will you buy me the Poison album? And there's a new Madonna album right there. Guns N' Roses. Everyone I knew had this album. I wasn't into Guns N' Roses. I didn't hate them. I liked a few of their songs. I like Sweet Old Child of Mine. I like the basic, the hits. But like I said, I was more into country music. I was the only one. It was weird in the in the 80s. People laughed at me. And by the 90s, they was all like, I like country music too. Look, okay, where were you back when it was good? There's a guy sitting on a bench right there. Another, I hope they don't run him off like they ran the other guy off. The other guy, they said, "Hey, get out of here." Now let's see. Now they're going down. They're making a lot of weird noises in this town. I don't know. There are some ducks. They're gonna make noises at the ducks. The ducks, goose, geese. I don't know what they were, but they were whatever they were. Okay, look at that blonde hair right there. He is. That guy is probably that. He looks like a Guns N' Roses fan. I ain't trying to stereotype anybody. What's he got? Bird shit in his. He got the goose shit in his head. I heard about the goose that laid the golden egg, but I never heard about the goose that laid the black shit in a headbanger's hair in 1988. But apparently it happened. I would like to see what his shirt said, but I can't really make it out. Not great quality. What's he going to clean it with a leaf? Cleaning bird shit out of your hair with a leaf. Something we all did in the 80s, I'm sure. Although I never knew anyone that had a bird shit on. I had somebody I know that bird shit on their shoulder. But I've never had anyone getting bird shit in their hair. Now he's going to show us the bird shit. You know, this is really weird when you think these guys are probably, in their 60s now? Maybe not that old. Maybe not. They're probably about my age in this video, a little old. Or how I was in 1988. Maybe a little older. So we're pushing 50 to 55 probably. Oh, they had to use a brown bag. That gives a new meaning to the word brown bag in it right there. They've got that. Why don't you go wash your hair? Why don't you go to the bathroom? You can go to the bathroom and wash your hair. He still got some poop in his hair. I see it. Now they're into another store here. And this is the video rental store. Video rental store. Who didn't love it? I'm curious of how you run it. There was a lot of ways. The movie was behind the movie, the box, and with the movie behind it, that was one way. Sometimes just the movie itself was out there. Sometimes you had a little card you had to pull from the front. It was crazy times. Oh. Now I know people love, you guys, a lot of people love Blockbuster, 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 Blockbuster. No, the local video store was the way to go. It was better. The local video store. They might not have 15 copies of the new, whoa, Rambo 3. Somebody's fitting to have a good night right there. They rented a Rambo 3. But, what did I say? Oh, you know, they might guarantee to have it at Blockbuster maybe, but local video stores, they knew you. They knew your name coming in. They knew what movie you're like. Hey, I held that movie. Oh, he's got a crack in his window. Somebody better call Flo. But they would, you know, they say, hey, man, I got this new movie for you. Check this out. I know your taste. You come in here every week. I know you're rented like father, like son twice, but I got another movie called Freaky Friday. It's a classic. Check it out. Not the remake. They're watching some other friends ride down the road. They're laughing at them. They're acting like a bunch of crazy loons. They're bouncing all around. They could be on some dope. That's probably what the older adults said if they saw them back in 1980. They said, look at them long-haired guys. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but they're on dope. And that's what the adults were saying, not what I was saying, of course. There they're driving down the road a little bit more. He's got some fuzzy dice. I've always seen that in movies. I've never really seen anyone with fuzzy dice. But now I have. Han Solo had dice in his Millennium Falcon. So maybe these guys are Star Wars fans. Who knows? They're at another house now. And we're gonna...
I thought you said you didn't have enough time to watch the movie.
Oh, they're gonna go watch Rambo 3. But the one guy said he doesn't have enough time. Hey, there's always time to watch First Blood. You don't have to have time to watch Rambo 3. Rambo 2 maybe, but you always got to make time for First Blood. Oh, that's making me dizzy. Whoa, what is that? A half-eaten cake. I hope it's somebody's birthday. Happy birthday to you. There's a sweet little pussy cat right there. And I was trying to check out his shoes. I couldn't check them out there. I like seeing the house. Big boom box. Oh, my God. You got to have the big boom box. Samantha Fox. I had that Samantha Fox picture. I'm pretty sure. There's this turntable. There's this cassette tapes. You got to have turntables. I hope there's some lighters. There's some lighters. Uh-oh. They might be cigarette smokers. There's the cat on the bag. On the bag. There's the cat on the bed. There's that guy petting his pussy cat. That guy's got a hole in his shirt. They're looking at cats more. Is that a girl? No, that's that guy with the poop in his hair. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Oh, I want to see it. Somebody over there with a t-shirt. I want to see the t-shirt, but they won't let me see it. They're playing some music now. Whoa, what was that? I saw LA. Did I see a LA gun sign? Now this is a pretty nice car. This is not a 1988 car. This is what I would have called a 1988 a bitchin' car. It looks pretty cool, at least on the inside. Now I had my first car. My first car was a 1978 Mercury Marquis, green, ugly as can be, but it was $2,000. My parents said they'd get it for me, and I was like, yes. And I think they were kind of joking, like, we'll get you that car. And I was like, I don't care, just give me a car. That was my first. I drove my dad's car before. They had a Camaro. It was really, so I went from a Camaro to my own. But I didn't care. I just wanted wheels. Talk about freedom. There's a point in boys' life, maybe girls' life, you grow up, you get your bike, you learn how to ride, you get that bike freedom. And that keeps you in your little neighborhood right there back in the 80s. Freedom. You go in the woods, go to your friend's house. But then about 16, 17, you get the car keys. It opens up a whole new world of freedom. And then a few years later, you learn there's really nowhere to go. You waited so long to drive, now there's nowhere to go. Like now there's nowhere to go now. They're at McDonald's. I hope the McRib is in town. Large Coke?
Yep, that's it.
That's it? Just a large Coke. Oh, man. Just go to the gas station and get you a large Coke. There's no reason to go to the drive-thru for that. They probably know the guy that works there or something. Let's see. Or they just wanted to film it. He's using cash. We used cash in 1988. We didn't use debit cards at a McDonald's or anything. They didn't have ATM machines. That was a nightmare. Like you had to have gas. You couldn't even pay at the pump. I don't think in 1988. So you had to make sure you went. And they probably limited how much money you get out of the ATM. They used to do that. He went to the second window. He paid and went to a second window. I didn't see that till the 2000s. At least in my town. Home, nice ladies. Say have a good day. You got his Coke? Got his Coke. Now, if it's a McDonald's, I have a sweet tea. If you're not from the South, you probably say, "Hey, Junkman, sweet tea." What you talking about? Sweet tea. Special McDonald's. This guy's throwing up in the sink. I guess his Coca-Cola at the McDonald's wasn't too good. What's he doing now? What is he eating? It looks like a pig tongue.
2 packs of Hubba Bubba.
2 packs of Hubba Bubba, man. That is a cool kid. Oh! Is that a redheaded kid? Redheaded guys got picked on. Like my dad used to say, I'd rather be dead than red on the head. Now, my dad said that. I didn't say that. I had a friend named Lee. I had nothing against redheads, but they always got picked on more than anybody else. Let's be honest. Uh-oh. Okay, looks like they're going to set the camera up and just jam. They're going to rock out. What do you think they're going to rock out to, man? These guys are having an adventure of a lifetime. That is for sure. Need sides. I don't know what sides are, but apparently this guy needs them. Oh, man. He's going to take... Hello! He's doing some Mighty Python jokes right there, probably.
Here we are at my fucking pit.
Uh-oh, he's cussing. We did cuss in 1988. Sorry about that. Here's his room. There's that Guns N' Roses poster from his album cover he was looking at. There's some kind of collage thing he made in art class. I bet Miss Samantha, his art teacher, was really proud of him that day. There's a skull with an exit sign. I always had a lot of cool signs. I think I saw some Rolling Stones. AC/DC. Gotta have that in the 80s here. Wish I could see a little bit more. It's kind of dark. This guy's got a wife beater shirt on. But we just called it a white tank top back then. I don't think we had a cool name for it. Not back then anyway. Okay, guys. I think we're about...
Egg those Rennies right down there. You can't
hold on.
really see them, but they're right.
Did he say they're going to egg them?
Egg them.
They're going to throw eggs at somebody or egg a house. Let's see what they're doing. I can't hardly see it. They egg someone. And I don't know about you. If you're a millennial, if you're a Gen Z, you might be saying, what is an egg? It's when you throw an egg at a person. You wait till they were outside in their yard and you throw an egg at them. We did a lot of crazy things like that. It was where you put a bag of poop, put poop in a bag, set it on fire, ring the doorbell, they step on it. There was another thing we called in the South when you knocked on the door and run. I'm not going to tell you what we used to call that. That lady had the longest flame on her lighter I've ever seen. Subscribe for more. I have to check this channel. That's the channel right there. I will link it in the description below, but I can't believe we watched all 20 minutes of it. We watched all 20 minutes. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Tell me about the 80s. Tell me what you did. Tell me this. Did this send you back to the 80s? You're like, man, that was like me and my friends in the 80s. Or it's like, no, I didn't do anything cool like these guys. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Thumb up, I should say, so I know you like my content. And we'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.